Today I'm on a day trip from NYC. I'll be exploring one of the wealthiest towns in the entire country, Greenwich, Connecticut. This also explains my outfit today. I'm wearing a Brooks Brothers polo, trying to fit in with the locals here. In fact, one can actually see a polo match in Greenwich, but I won't be doing that today. This town is also really well known for the amount of hedge funds that are located here, which is a factor that has certainly intrigued my interest about Greenwich. In fact, one of the most infamous hedge funds of all, Long-Term Capital Management, had their headquarters here. That fund ended up failing, but not before being bailed out by about 14 banks, I believe, with the assistance of the Federal Reserve. One can read about all that in the book When Genius Failed. It's a really good book. I highly recommend it. But yeah, there's a lot to Greenwich that is more than just wealth and hedge funds, and that's what I seek to discover today. But first things first, the important stuff, I gotta get some coffee. Right outside CFCF, a local Greenwich and Stamford coffee chain. I got a little breakfast, coffee of course, and a blueberry scone. Solid coffee. Decent scone. Look at this. Apparently this coffee shop is a laptop-free zone. Well, I love going to coffee shops to get work done. It's really nice to see a place embracing reading, conversation, relaxation, and whatnot. Every coffee shop is a different vibe. This place apparently has a no laptop vibe. So I'm gonna relax here for a bit, finish up my breakfast, and I'm gonna head to one of the top sites of Greenwich, the Bruce Museum. Well, that breakfast hit the spot. Right now I'm heading down Greenwich Avenue, the main street in downtown Greenwich, towards the museum. It really is a beautiful street, a lot of high-end stores here. It kind of reminds me of Rodeo Drive a little bit. Beautiful area, just beautiful. Off to the museum now. Made it to the Bruce Museum, a local institution dedicated to art and science. Let's check it out. Since the building was in the midst of an extensive renovation, only the science galleries were open during my visit. Nevertheless, I enjoyed what I saw. The exhibits focused on the Connecticut region and how the land evolved over millions of years. There are also a number of fossils on display of animals that have gone extinct. It made me ponder the sheer amount of seafood and meat that I'll never get to taste. Conservation is indeed important, in part to preserve all of the delicious creatures of this planet. I just finished exploring the Bruce Museum. I had a good time. It was a solid institution. Although the only unfortunate thing is none of the art was on display. That's because the building is currently under construction. But it was pay as you wish, so I mean you really can't complain about it because you could literally pay nothing. I gave a couple of bucks. But now it is time for lunch. I'm going to a French restaurant, La Scale. It's right along the water. It's been there for years, and I'm very excited and very hungry. Let's go to lunch. Located within the Delamar Greenwich Harbor Hotel is La Scale. It has remained one of the town's finest restaurants for years. The interior is truly stunning, but I chose to sit outside on the equally beautiful waterfront terrace. The menu is made up of seasonal Mediterranean cuisine. Rather than ordering a la carte, I took advantage of a 3-course prefix menu for $40. Bread arrived first. It was decent, nothing too special. The butter was nice, but I just really loved soaking up the wonderful ambience of the restaurant. Sitting along Greenwich Harbor with nearly perfect weather certainly added to my overall experience. My first course was quick to arrive. It was called the Watermelon and Feta Mosaic. This colorful salad contained watermelon, beefsteak tomatoes, feta cheese, pickled red onions, basil, a golden balsamic glaze, and extra virgin olive oil. The dish was ideal for summer. It was light and refreshing, but still had a pleasant savoriness to it with the feta. I was very pleased with how my lunch was progressing. Next came my main course, a black bass a la plancha. Alongside my fish were shiitake mushrooms, spinach, fingerling potatoes, and something with the abbreviation of OBB, which I have no idea what the hell that could be referring to. But that's how it was listed on the menu. Perhaps it was referencing the sauce? I don't know. Regardless, I really enjoyed the dish. The fish was perfectly grilled, while the mushrooms and potatoes lent the plate a nice earthiness. Presentation-wise, the dish was on point and the portion size was ideal. I was very pleased. Finally, it was time for dessert. I got a blueberry cheesecake trifle with a brown sugar crumble and a salted caramel sauce. Alongside it, I was also presented with 2 small palmiers, also known as elephant ears. These pastries provided some nice final bites, but I was all about the trifle. The beautifully layered dessert contained all good things, wonderful flavors, nice textures, all the while remaining sufficiently balanced. It was a delicious ending to a very nice lunch in a gorgeous restaurant. That was an incredibly satisfying lunch. I loved everything I had, and it was a phenomenal deal. I mean, that prefix lunch menu, that's the way to go. Plus, when I got my bill, I noticed the tax was much lower than it is in New York. No wonder so many rich people live here. Right now, though, I really want to explore the shore of Greenwich, Connecticut. It looks absolutely beautiful, but first things first, I gotta get my afternoon coffee. I just enjoyed a nice double espresso from another location of the coffee shop I went to this morning, the CFCF. It was solid, just what I needed. Now I want to get some pictures of this downtown area before I head to the coast again and explore the parks around there. So without any further delay, let's get exploring. Really been enjoying my walk here in downtown Greenwich. Beautiful area, absolutely stunning. I mean, the stores, the shopping. I'm not really into shopping though, but if that's your thing, you're in luck. Also the cars I'm seeing, I mean, it's like a showroom. The amount of Bentleys, Ferraris, Maseratis, I mean, it's pretty mind-blowing. Anyways, now I'm gonna head towards the harbor area. I'm gonna go to Bruce Park, try to see the scenery there, get some good pictures, and really just enjoy this wonderful summer day in Greenwich, Connecticut. Just been exploring it. I've discovered this sort of nature preserve section. It's kind of swampy, all natural grass, really neat looking. It's really nice to see stuff like this. Just walking along here and I'm really loving these landscapes I'm witnessing. It is absolutely beautiful. I can see why people love living in Greenwich. I mean, it's super close to New York City, but yet it's quiet, it's peaceful, and you got landscapes like this. I mean, this is stunning. I've reached the water and it is beautiful. The sights here, I mean, they just keep getting better and better. Wow. But the bad part, this day is almost at its end and I gotta start heading back to the train station. I think along the way I'll try to hit up Bruce Park, but other than that, this day has just been wonderful. I really have been enjoying Greenwich, Connecticut. I have made it to Bruce Park, and once again I'm treated to another beautiful landscape, and it is quite the time to see it because right now it's golden hour. The sun is shining right on it with this beautiful, warm, soft, golden light. But unfortunately, that also means the sun is about to set and it is time for me to head back to NYC. This has been a great day in Greenwich, Connecticut. I think this is a wonderful place for a day trip from New York. I mean, the food here, the scenery, the shopping, everything about this area is wonderful. And I didn't even get to do the thing that I really wanted to do, was go to this island that has a beach. You get there by ferry, but it was so confusing. They have like these non-resident passes, and I didn't know where the hell to purchase some. So I just kind of wandered about here, and I have no regrets about this day because it ended up being wonderful. And with that being said, it's time to head to the train station to board a train to Grand Central. I'll read my book along the way and reflect on this wonderful day that I've had here in Greenwich, Connecticut, a very fine town.